Oh, Torgal. Oh, God, I hate this. I hate it. Yep, I'm crying. It got me, man. Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's Zombo here, and welcome back to Final Fantasy 16. I'm thinking, and I'm not sure, I'm thinking this is probably going to be the finale, or at least the episode before the finale, as we have finished all the DLC. We just wrapped up the second DLC in the last episode, and now we're going to be working towards Origin and seeing how all this stuff plays out and hopefully get some conclusion. Obviously, I don't want this game to end because I've been having a really fun time. However, it does have to end eventually, right? So presumably that's going to be happening pretty soon. So without further ado, let's just jump into it. All right, everybody. So I did my homework that I said I would do. I did finish all of the side quests of that other region area thing place that we were up over here. So no more side quests showing. I got everything done in Haven and got that all taken care of. So I do have, I found out, we did see this equipment here that was like really fancy and nice or whatever. For the belt here, this Illudium. I had no idea how to get Illudium, so I'm like, what the heck? How would I even get this? And apparently this is like a post-game item that you get from, you unlock something in the little art stone. I don't remember what it's called, but the big stone thing where you change your appearance and all that kind of stuff. I guess that happens there. So I can't get this stuff right now, but I have the next best thing, which is even better than the Sons of Ouroboros, which is our whatever we have on right now. Just as a recap of our setup here, just so we're all on the same page, because I'm not changing anything going to the finale. We got our Omega weapon, DLC armor stuff here, so it's all DLC stuff. We got our revive mint bit to help our limit do additional damage, also restore more of our HP, and then rather than die, we trigger this, which is very helpful because it's actually triggered for me before. Then we have extra damage to enemies, just nice overall damage, can't complain about that. And then I also have being able to get that stagger multiplier up to 200, which is huge. I played Final Fantasy VII Remake. I know how important stagger stuff can be and how helpful it is to get that number up. I played as Tifa Lockhart in that. You better believe I did. And then I have Leviathan. I do not have Phoenix, Garuda, and Shiva. I've been happy with the setup. I obviously did all the side quests, like I said, so I was able to really play with all these abilities without having Phoenix and things like that. And I am very happy with this setup, and I would not like to change it. Admittedly, I don't really use Shiva, but I don't really know a better alternative. I mean, Phoenix could be fine too, but I'm going to be honest, I don't know that I would really use anything else in this third slot, but I do use both of these ones a lot. I still have the baddest abilities: Tsunami, Flames of Rebirth, Giga Flare, Earth and Fury, Judgment Bolt, and Diamond Dust rocking on there. I went through and I did just purchase all these abilities because they were cheap and I have points, so I just like, sure, who knows, maybe I'll activate them by accident or something. Other than that, all the abilities that we're using, which is this one is upgraded, this one's upgraded, this one's upgraded, and then all of our max ones are at least upgraded and mastered only if it's on a different icon that we don't have equipped. So I literally don't think there's anything else I need in this world. I'm level 52. I mean, Torgal's pretty good. He's been like this all through these DLCs I've been doing. He hasn't changed, and it's like there's not much game left to get that max, but I'm assuming an Origin or something is going to max this out. Maybe it's for post game he's maxed out. I don't know, but that's kind of the situation there. That's our recap. We got squad of Clive, Torgal, and Jill and Joshua. So I think we're all set. Nothing really else to do. All the hunts are done. Everything's done. I've completed all the quests, so we're just going to be heading right towards Origin. So without further ado, I guess let's freaking travel there. All right, here we go to Origin. Let's get that sick lore. I'm going to crank up my audio a little bit more for me. All right. Looks like we're gathering to get set to leave. So, if I remember correctly, Bahamut talked about flying us there.
Oh, and while you're at it,
Okay, here's squad. Why isn't Jill with us? That feels weird. I don't know how Bahamut's gonna become Bahamut,
If you see me dad up there, tell him we were right to leave his legacy with you.
What the hell? Am I going to heaven? What's...
Tell him. He'll be in the front row. There's no way he'd miss this.
Aw, that's very sweet.
Well, behave yourself, Mid.
We'll see.
So I'm pretty sure that she was adopted. I believe that's what I learned. Is that this is not her actual father. It's like an adoptive father. I love Mid. She's so fun.
So, you're in charge now, Gav.
Oh, is it because they think he's gonna die? Are we just have we accepted
What does Taya have to
death?
say about that? Come back before she finds out, eh?
Oh, so that's why she said. So, wow. Oh shit! I got the shivers, bro.
Thank you, Yote. I'm sorry.
Your Grace,
Kiss.
I shall pray for your safe return.
That's kind of you. But you should pray he took his medicine. He didn't spend all night grinding herbs for his lordship to leave them on his nightstand. Again.
You needn't fear, Lady Taya. And thank you.
See that your brother comes back in one piece. Or, at most, two. Any more and you can heal him yourself.
I'll keep that in mind.
Damn, I feel kind of sad now.
Well, there's
Feels more like
nothing to
a
say that
funeral.
hasn't already been said. But that's never stopped me before, so just you do what needs doing. And don't worry about us.
We'll do our best, Uncle.
That we will.
If that is all?
Not quite.
Yeah, you better believe that's not quite. Far from it. Jill, are you not coming with?
It's time, isn't it?
It is. Take care of him.
Oh, Torgal's not coming either. Oh no.
You. You take care of her too, boy.
Damn. Bro, Clive, you better be okay. I don't know if I'm ready for this. I don't know if I'm ready for this, to be honest. Just like emotionally.
Don't forget, Clive.
I promise.
We all choose our own path. Believe in yours. I do.
Look at Clive's face.
I'll be back. I promise.
Music got really emotional here.
You, Jill.
Oh shit! This is the first time he said it? Say it back. What the? Say it back. Jill? Why the big pause?
I know.
There's...
I love you too.
Okay, thank goodness. I was like, I know is not the response you want to hear. Okay. Kiss. Oh, and everybody just standing around them watching them. Just make out and then just bang on the deck. Oh. This song's so sweet. She doesn't even have any tears though. Why is she crying? Hey, there's our buddies. Martha and what's her face? The dame. and what's his face and
No. We have a god to kill.
yep. Man, I was hoping Jill would come with us because I really wanted to see that her keeping him from being a monster thing. Ooh, that music. I guess he figured out how to be Bahamut. Okay.
Clive!
What? You're pregnant? Oh. I thought she was gonna say she was pregnant. Because they banged on the beach. Guys, if that wasn't clear. They did. 100%. I don't know how he became Bahamut again, but he figured it out, I guess.
Found her.
That's pretty cool. How do we get in? The top or the bottom or the side or the... What's that? What are those?
Here they come! Hold on, Joshua!
Already am.
Oh my gosh. Whoa. Ah, that's cool. The music, the background scenery, I love it all. Giga Flare.
He's going to make us a way in.
Well, thank you, Bahamut. And you killed the guys on the way. Whoa. So is Dion gonna be on our team? So that'd be pretty sick. Whoa. Yo, I don't know. All this swirly stuff looks crazy cool to me, but I don't know how that happened. Because like the whole architecture of this turned to like the Fallen architecture rather than the city, but presumably this was the city.
So, this is Origin.
A far cry from heaven.
Where it all began, where it all begins, our arc. Your architect.
I'm an architect.
There you are.
It was here that we slumbered. Here that we waited for centuries, clinging to our decrepit shell, for fear that we might have need of it once again. But you have come at last. And now we shall be truly complete.
Well, there's 3 of us and 1 of him. Let's make it count.
Can we just jump off? Oh shit, we're going right to the fight. Oh my god, okay.
Dominance. We will show you what it means to suffer.
Oh my god. Whoa. Whoa. Wait, that's Ultima? Whoa. Well, I'm not gonna lie, his wings are cooler. So Ultima Prime is what this is called.
We'll show you!
Damn, how many millions of health does this guy have? That was 20% of a million. Whoa.
We've suffered enough!
You guys know I love these iconic fights, so. Ooh, 0 damage. Oh, that was not 0 damage. Oh, damn. I'm doing a cinematic thing for him? Okay. 250,000 damage almost. Ooh. That's a hell of a move. Can I do that? Whoa. Yo, I love this cinematic fight. I'm here for it.
No!
Damn, we're getting beat up hard. Why aren't we combining? Why are we... Oh. Oh, I see our health bars, all 3 of us in the upper left. Wait, he's about to beat us up, isn't he? Damn, even his horns look cool. Ooh. Ooh. Damn, this is not going well. Okay.
Not this time.
Nice. God, we're barely doing anything.
I got you!
Thanks, bro.
Move aside, Phoenix!
You doing a big move?
You will answer for what you've done!
Okay. All right.
Defeat! You cannot control us!
Boom. Okay. Okay, I'm liking this a bit more. This a bit more work.
And you will not claim us!
Yeah, you tell him. You tell him, bro. We still barely nicked him, but I like it's progress. Revelation. Mega flare. Whoa. Wait, is that all 3 of us attacking him, or? Oh shit. Also, you better move, bro, if you don't want to totally show. Oh my god, look at that. Whoa. Try disaster? Dude, Ultima's just standing there, just gonna take it. All right, we won. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. That's so not the end. That was cool, though. That was super cinematic. I love that. I love this kind of shit.
Had you only surrendered, this unpleasantness could have been avoided.
Okay, he just... Whoa, is he a one-wing angel? What are you, freaking Sephiroth? He's only got one wing... What? Is he Sephiroth? What? I didn't realize he only had one wing. Man, he's really trying to be Sephiroth. I mean, he can't be Sephiroth, but he's trying. Oh, his other wing's cut. That's kind of cool, though.
We have you.
Oh, shit. What are you gonna do? He's gonna block it, isn't he? Oh, I'm worried about Josh, man. Joshua, you brave soul. Oh, Dion, you're dead now, aren't you?
Dion! Go! Save your brother!
Oh man, Dion, no. Dion's so dead, dude. You can try, at least, but... Oh shit, he was only using like half his power.
I ask not for acceptance. Only forgiveness!
Oh, Dion's so cool, man. Oh shit, you only use half your power. Okay, you were only using 2/3 your power. Ooh, nice curve around. Oh. Nice, Dion. I still have a feeling that Dion's not gonna look so pretty after this. Dude, I hope... Oh, Dion, no.
Now, Father, it is done.
Oh, Dion. We kind of knew it was coming. He already accepted his death long before we even got to this point, but... And sucks all these cool characters die. Sid, him. I actually liked Benedicta. I could have seen a good arc for her, but she never got the opportunity. We'll see about these two. I'm worried about them.
Clive!
I really like the brother emphasis in this game. Like, it's really cool. Especially as someone who has a brother himself, it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Okay, bud? Thanks, Joshua.
Joshua.
So I still don't understand what Josh really has stuck in his chest. Is it the body of Ultima in his chest? Because his spirit clearly is outside, but that felt more than just a spirit. I'm not completely sure how that's working. I don't even know if I'll ever find out at this point, but... Oh, look, we can really see his chest. Holy shit.
That makes two of us.
Oh, I'll be alright.
And Dion.
Yeah. Like, what's even gonna happen to
Take my hand.
Josh after this?
I told you, I'll be...
He'll be fine. That's a lot of blood, dude.
Come on.
Thank you.
I got you, bro. I got you. Oh, is that the heart of this crystal?
Press on.
Always.
Damn, dude. I remember when Josh boy was just a little lad. A lot of respect for this guy. Bro, I just don't... I wish I could see the front. I just trying to understand this chest thing. I mean, he's had this in him for like 5 to 6 years.
Up, Dion.
Don't be. Please. He did what he had to do.
He did what he wanted to do.
We did the same.
As well. I think that's important. That's what he wanted. He wanted to do that. That's a very important thing. Remember.
Should we stop?
Because of the cough. No, I think we're past that, Clive.
Yeah.
I suppose we are.
Oh man, guys, I hope you. This is happening a lot faster. This endgame's happening a lot faster than I thought it would. So I don't know how this is gonna go, but
That
I would.
light, so cold, so empty. We're close, aren't we?
It
Your eyes closed or what?
seems that way. But I don't want to think what could be waiting for us in there.
Then think instead of those waiting for us at home.
Jill. Think of Jill and Torgal. But what I was gonna say is, I definitely want to take some time at the end of this episode, or I mean, I don't think this is going to another episode based on the pacing of this right now. But at the end of this episode, I will be giving a lot of thoughts, so definitely stay tuned for that, because I got a lot of things to say, a lot of things I want to say for sure. Okay, I think it's auto going now. So what is this? Is this the heart of the crystal, or what's going on in here? Because that kind of looks like the heart, right? Oh, Ifrit icon. So this is supposed to be Clive's, or sorry, Ultima's Wii. I think this is the Wii. This is where they're resting.
They can't be.
But they are.
This is his Wii.
This is the Nexus. A wellspring of life. Yours and ours. As we watch the world stumble slowly to its dark end, it was here we pledged a new beginning. And now, with the ether we have harvested, I shall raise my kin from their eternal slumber.
There's the Wii.
That together we may usher in a new age of reason.
So why did
This
you
was
wake
never
up?
about creation. Only self-preservation.
That's always what
You
it's been about.
condemned an entire world so that you alone might escape death.
Alone. Him. Alone. Clive. I think I understand. He...
Wait, so not his friend? Is he absorbing them? Are they all him?
Oh no.
They sacrificed their flesh to become beating hearts of crystal that pumped the land's lifeblood from the depths of the earth unto this very chamber.
What
And thus would they labor still, long after their work was done, had you not set them free.
You meant for us to destroy the mother crystals. It's what you wanted all along.
I was
You
trying to figure out why you
have
wanted
our
that.
Gratitude, Mythos. In this you have served us well. You have both served us well. Welcome home, brother.
Oh, so it was only one trapped in Ultima, in Joshua?
I thought it was me, but it wasn't my grasp that grew weaker. It was theirs that grew stronger.
Oh, God. Oh, catch him.
Joshua! No!
No, he's not.
And now we can become one.
Okay, I'm understanding. Holy shit. So each mother crystal we took out, he was actually getting stronger because he... Whoa.
Clive.
Josh, no.
Shh. The one possessed of the destructive flames of Ifrit and the healing flames of the Phoenix. This, I once believed, would be Ultima's true form. But I was wrong.
Oh, Joshua.
I see it now. Why you will never become Ultima's vessel.
I don't care. Just hold on.
Listen to me, Clive. You remember the murals? People once knew that Ultima was their god. That he created them. And they worshipped him, prayed to him, looked to him for guidance.
Uh-huh.
In vain. In vain. For he did not listen, did not acknowledge our will, and so we strayed from his path to forge one of our own. So absorbed was he in his own desires, so driven by his own will alone, that he shunned the one thing that could have made him truly powerful. Faith. The same faith people now place in you. Faith that you will fulfill their dream, Sid's dream of creating
great speech,
a better
man.
world for us. Faith that you will follow in Father's footsteps and save those who need saving most. Faith that you will answer Jill's plea to save yourself. The difference is, Clive, that you chose to listen, and that is what has steeled our bonds. Bonds that helped you stand firm when Ultima's pull was at its strongest. His power may be absolute, but so is ours. And so will yours be. With my light in your heart, not even a god might stop us.
Joshua!
Oh, God.
Don't do it, you'll...
Enough, Clive. My body is too far gone. If the wound does not take me, the curse will.
Oh, man. Man, that was such an emotional speech, too. That's beautiful, but...
I have
that's
always
beautiful.
been proud to call you my shield. But now, it is the world that needs you. Thank you, Clive,
Oh, God.
for being my brother.
Joshua. Look at me. Look at me, Joshua. Open your eyes! Open your eyes, Damien!
God, it's so hard, man.
Why? Why did you do this? Joshua,
Oh, God. It's not even the first time we felt like he lost him.
And thus does the final piece fall into place. The incantation primed, but one task remains. To empty the vessel.
God, look at him. All right, wow. Well, they really let you feel that emotion. Unlike the Sid one, I feel like they let you sit with that a little bit longer, but we do still keep moving a little bit. God, look at him. God, there's nothing he wants to do more right now than just sit and grieve, but he can't. That sucks. Because there's people depending on him. He's got a job to do. And people who believe in him. And his responsibility. And his promise. God, there's so much riding on his shoulders right now.
Still here. With me. To the end.
Even now, you would deny the inevitable.
Remember his words, Clive. Remember his speech. That was really...
As we always have. And always will.
Oh, shit.
On this, my sword, I swear, to shield the Firebird's flame forevermore.
Oh, damn, his oath? That's a shield? Oh my god.
Too slow.
Ooh.
You know nothing of magic.
Okay. I have a gun now. Okay. Damn, we almost have a half one down already. Okay, I missed that, admittedly. Okay, pull him down. Nice. This is the play. Look at that, look at that, look at that, look at that. Damn, we taking her down so good. Oh, damn, he's already mad.
Countless centuries have I waited for this moment. This moment in which I might revel in my creation, only to find it profaned, and so it must be cleansed.
Damn. I am Logos or whatever. I think Logos was the opposite. Ooh. Am I primed? Whoa. What happened?
Unexpected. How is it that your will yet endures?
Oh, shit.
Because it's not so easily broken.
If it hasn't broken yet, dude.
Be broken. And I shall see it so. For such is my will.
Try it.
Oh, okay, I got out of it. Nice. Oh, wait, okay. Oh, I gotta be careful. I want to go Shiva here. You know. Okay, so this should break him. Nice. I don't know what happened there. That was kind of weird, but all right, we're gonna go with this. I don't want to use my limit because I have a feeling that I'm gonna cap out here pretty quick. Honestly, I don't even need it if I were to get him down all the way. Let's go with this. Am I getting him all the way down right now? Because that health bar is still going. Holy crap. Okay, that was brutal. All right.
Why?
That's phase
Latent
1?
force feeds these flames. I sense more here than mere will. Is this Logos?
Yeah, that's what I said.
Have you truly become free?
I feel like it.
No, I forbid it.
Damn, this is the first time we've...
You are not a god. You are but flesh and bone. You are not one of us.
Whoa, that's the first time he's felt out of control. And threatened, to be honest.
I created you. All
Damn.
of you.
Whoa, that's a lot of wings. You went from one...
And what is mine?
Oh, that's why you had one wing before.
Is mine to destroy.
Whoa.
Once, perhaps. But we are no longer yours. Our flames are our own, and they burn as one!
Oh, hell yeah, bro. Let's get it. Get it, boy. His we, I think, is him and Joshua, but maybe other dominants too. I don't know. But for sure him and Joshua. Oh, shit.
Have you learned nothing? Damned is the slave who would turn the scourge upon his master.
Damn. Get that. Woo. Okay. Ooh, look at my freaking range shot. Ooh. Ooh. God, he keeps moving though. Ow, ow, ooh, ow, ow, ow. Ooh, how's that? Ooh. Come on, he's like staggered or whatever.
On your knees.
Oh, whoa, what are you doing? Oh. Ooh. Oink. Let's go. Okay, let's get a stagger up with this. All right, this is good damage. Okay, stagger up. And with this. Nice.
Bow before me.
Boing, burst finish. Ow, 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 ow. I can't get out. Ow, ow. Whew. Ooh. Ow, that one hit me. What is this? Ow, okay.
You cannot best me.
Smite? Don't smite me. Boink. Oh, oh, I got a backdraft that time. Okay.
Enough! With fire shall fire be repaid.
What does that mean? Whoa. You really are trying to be Sephiroth, aren't you? Oh. with this. I don't know if I can even get him down from this, but I'm gonna try. Okay. In 40 seconds? Okay, it's like halfway done. Okay. Nice. 30 seconds. Or whatever that is. Oh. Okay. And with this. Okay, he's almost done. He's almost done. Boom. Okay. Let's go.
Might consume mine.
Whoop-ow! Damn, look at that health. So he's Ultima Risen. I'm Ifrit Risen. Ifrit. Oh, I missed my thing. Shoot. I could have done more damage there.
So eager.
Ow, ow, ow. Okay. We're gonna hit by this again. I'll pop a heal. Okay, so he did this move kind of before. Okay, hit him a little bit there. Oh, I forgot I have light speed too. That's important to know. Ow. Ow. Okay, I didn't realize you were turning that. Ow, 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 ow. Hit the wrong button.
Back, recreant.
Whoop. Ow!
Enough.
Oh. Nice. Okay. Oh my gosh, we're slaughtering you, bro. All right, this might even take him out here. At least after my next ability. Nope, that took him out. Ooh, look at that black hole.
How?
I'm super strong.
Possible.
Even in his, like, mega form. So that broke him out of his icon, or?
No. My will is inviolable. Something is wrong.
You're afraid. You always have been. From the moment the Blight exposed what you were, weak, you conceived us to prove otherwise. But the results shook you to the core. For in us you saw yourself, and realized we had the potential to be more than you could ever be, and so you turned your back on your creation. Your back on the world, like the coward you are.
You think you know me? You know nothing, Logos.
Oh, he's starting to call me that now. Oh shit, alright. Phase 3. Oh, are you tearing open your chest? Whoa. Whoa. What the hell is this? Synchronized swimming Ultima. Whoa. Oh shit. That backdrop looks sick. Whoa.
Bathed in light, I stand above you, my rebirth complete. And you, for your defiance, shall pay the proper price. An eternity of anguish.
We'll see about that.
Anguish. Pain. Suffering. You have known none of these. We have. So we know what they grant. They bring us together. And that makes us strong.
Thunder roar!
Too slow.
My will be done.
Nice try.
Okay, back to this gun. Hey, don't.
Too slow.
Tremble!
Damn, he's using like the icons. Whoa. Okay, grab him with that. I didn't mean to use this. Shoot. Oh. I guess it's okay, but hopefully I get it back. Damn, no, I'm gonna.
Let lightning strike! Wind rise!
So that's Garuda. And with this, yeah, I don't think I'm gonna get that ability back, unfortunately. I don't know, he might be going to a different phase though. I'm still doing damage, so. I'm trying to pay attention to his health bar because I've been screwed over by that in the past and I can't deal more than a certain amount of damage, but it does seem like it's still working. You know, with this, I have my limit. I only didn't use it. Okay, I think he's at a different state now. I think he's in a different phase.
Gale unrelenting.
Whoa.
Garuda!
Oh, so I'm using Garuda against his Garuda. Oh, that's cool. Oh, I hope we do that with every icon. Whoa, who said that? Oh, someone believed in me. Someone had faith in me or something. I don't know. Is this the story of becoming a god?
Living untamed.
Damn. Oh, this is so cool. Oh my god, I'm getting shivered. That was Sid. That must have been Benedicta last time. It sounded like Gab to me for some reason, but.
Earth unyielding.
Titan!
Oh my gosh, dude. Look at him go.
Get him out, Clive!
Oh no, that must have been Gab the first time. That one was mid.
You cannot have this power.
I can
It
though.
is not yours to take.
Ow.
Thrust fall.
Oh, so now he's using Shiva's abilities and I think and Odin's and Bahamut's. Okay, so that's gonna be the next phase here. I see. I see how this is working. Okay, grab him with that. Oh, I'm gonna get him down so good. Damn, is he already in another phase? Okay, shit. All right, here we go. So this is Bahamut's. Damn, God, it's so badass. Oh, this is so cool.
That's my boy!
Oh, that was my uncle. Beautiful. Shiva. Oh, this, Jill, you better talk.
Shiva!
Oh, look at those dashes. Oh, it's so good. I love dashing.
Together!
Oh, so cute. Yeah, pin him with that. Nice.
Darkness, unending.
Oh, damn, that's Odin's blade.
Odin.
Oh, shit. Get him, get him, get him.
Onward, my son.
Oh, my dad. Well, the music stopping at that was...
No, mine is the altar at which you pray. Mine are the eyes that look down upon you all.
Limit break. Oh, shit.
Still you cannot see. You are no better than us. We are one and the same.
It actually is worse than us. That is a cool aesthetic, bro.
No man might stand beside me. None. Witness my creation.
Oh, holy damage. Oh. Am I not kind of your creation, though? Okay, I got my refill. Damn, I can just... I avoided that by walking. Okay, yoink you there. I'm really happy I upgraded that Garuda ability now. Oh shit, I'm definitely going limit gauge after this. For sure.
When all hope is burned away, naught will remain but ash.
I'm hitting you. Oh, okay, I avoided it. Kind of.
Nice try.
Ah. No, he just moved. Oh shit. I wasted that. Damn.
Know my power.
I wanted my Shiva ability back though. I want my Shiva. I'm gonna get my Shiva ability back because I want to. I want to absolutely slaughter this guy.
Nice try.
Because it'll feel good. Do I need to? Probably not. That gave me time to back off of you.
We are without equal.
Ultima. Am I out of range? Oh, I must have been. I just want the satisfaction of getting you with this. All right, here we go. I got it. Whoop-ow! This is what it was all for. Was just to do this. Rebirth Flame, get some health back. Okay. Then we're gonna limit. Hit him with this. Beautiful. Look how much damage that is. And with this. Ooh, baby. And with this. Oh, okay, I can't get him anymore down. All right, I'm not gonna worry about it then. All right. Just gonna chill then, because I don't think I could do any more to you. Okay.
Flames unforgiving!
Damn.
Me, Phoenix.
Ooh, I love the wings. Wings are so cool, man. I love Final Fantasy and their winged people.
Forevermore.
Oh, it's Joshua. Oh, that's right, because moves he was using against me were like phoenixes. Oh, look at that. Oh, Joshua, man.
So sure of your place atop the world, you refuse to acknowledge those below. You chose to remain alone. And so you shunned the one thing that could have made you stronger. Pushed away the hands that could have raised you higher.
Yeah.
I do not need you or anyone.
And that's where
And that
you fall
is
short.
where we are different.
Yeah.
I could not have made it here on my own. I carry
Neither could
with
he,
me the
honestly.
hopes and
Ultima.
dreams of my brothers, my sisters. And it is they who will give me the strength to end your reign.
You tell him, Clive.
Cannot end. I am the end.
I am the end. I should have ended with a cooler move. I didn't realize.
Mortals.
Whoa.
The world you seek is but a fantasy.
A Final Fantasy. Ah!
The only fantasy here is yours. And we shall be its final witness.
Hey, Final Fantasy was out there. I'll take it. Ooh. Oh. Oh, damn. Well, his sword's gone now. I don't know how he gets that back.
It's over.
Oh, shit. Oh, damn. Right in the face. That's badass. Oh, damn. I hope his tooth falls out. I love that face. Oh, the tongue's sticking out. Oh, my God. Oh, that was awesome, dude. Hell yeah. That was a very, very climactic and cinematic fight. Wasn't the most difficult fight in the world, but I think that might also be because of the DLC stuff and just some of the abilities I've gained. But I don't really care. I care more about a final fight being a little bit more cinematic and triumphant, and that definitely hit that for me. I like that. Woohoo! Damn. Be gooping to the sky.
Tell me, what do you imagine will befall this world now that you have gained your precious freedom?
Damn, the sun's coming
I
out.
honestly don't know. But I doubt it will be pretty. A sorry tale of sin and suffering, hardship and pain.
And it was for this that you fought so fiercely? Why?
It's who we are.
Want freedom, free will.
We fight. We survive. We endure. We don't need a reason. We are imperfect creatures. When we stumble, we reach for a shoulder to lean on. When we fall, we stand back up.
Damn, that was really
We
meaningful.
see the horizon, ever out of reach, and still we march on. Certain the answers lie just beyond it. Because that is our way.
Congratulations. Relish this victory, knowing that you have but delayed the inevitable.
What does that mean?
Your world is already dead. May you enjoy an eternity on its blackened husk.
We'll see about that. Shit. Died with his eyes open. I don't think he has eyelids though, to be honest. Not in that form. In his full form, he did have eyelids, but not that one. Damn. There's some like powerful quotes in this game. I'm not gonna lie to you. There's some really awesome quotes in this game. Oh damn, we're back in here. Are all the Ifrits gone? Or are their husks just sitting there? Their husks are just sitting there, okay. We have to destroy this. Oh, his body's still. Oh. How do I get out of here now? I guess I'm a god, so I just grow my wings now and fly out. Oh. Oh, don't do this to me. Come on, man. I love it when games do this, though. I'm not gonna lie. Oh shit, what is this? What is this? Man, it's been so long since I've seen them looking like this. Their young selves. Yeah, they did a really good job animating the younger versions of them. They look so legit. Like, I can see how they became the people they were in the future, the men. Oh, is this when he gave them the blessing of the Phoenix? There's hot mommy over there. Whoa. Oh, man. Was that baby Joshua? Oh, damn. That is baby Joshua. Oh, dude, this is so damn sweet. Why are they doing this to us right now? Why are they doing this to us now? So I say they just reused a baby model for the DLC. I don't blame them for it. Aww. Man, they're doing them. You know, I said for the Sid scene, they didn't let you feel it and mourn, but this one they definitely do, don't they? Oh. Oh, his gloves off. He healed his body. At least. I'm sure he's still dead, but he at least healed his wounds. Have to destroy that, yeah, right? Oh yeah, I forgot.
It seems Ultima's power was too great for this vessel all along. But while I have it, perhaps I can use it to set things right. And see Ultima's legacy. Bearers, dominance, crystals, magic, consigned to the flames.
What do you mean by that?
Even if it means the end of me.
No. Stop. What do you...
These are our terms.
Dude, don't... Oh, God. I don't want to face Jill if he's dead. I don't even want to see it. Ugh. Ugh. So what is he doing? He's eliminating magic from the world completely, so bearers no longer have magic? Because, I mean, I feel like that's the solution. That's the only way to stop the blight, is to stop the use of ether. Because that's what seems to cause it. Five. I don't like this music. Why does it sound so sad? Ben Starr, he did a great job as Clive. Clive? Where's your brother's body, too? He's got wet shoes. Okay, he's still alive, I think. Assuming this is the land of the living, not heaven. Oh god, this is probably copyright claim music. But I apologize for that. I might have just some other music over this or something, but... Oh, he's got the curse on his hands. Stop casting magic! Oh, he's got it on his face. Oh, God. He's looking at the moon, and Jill's gonna be looking at the moon. No! Oh, don't go to Jill. I don't want this. I don't want this. No! Oh, God. What's he waiting for outside the infirmary? Who's in there? Oh, the baby, that's right. I was just gonna say, I just remembered.
The most beautiful thing. He is, isn't he? What are you gonna call him?
Let me see, let me see. Oh, read little one. Got a smile for your Uncle Gav.
Not so loud, you burp.
What? I was only...
Shh, you're scaring him.
Oh.
It's all right.
Oh. And I was worried about Jill dying. Freaking. Oh, Torgal. Oh God, I hate this. God, I hate it. No. No. I can't take it.
If you need a rest, I can take him.
I'll hold you to that.
I don't like it.
World's yours now. Yours to do with as you please. That's what Sid wanted. That's what they both wanted.
Fuck. No, stop. I can't take it. Oh, Torgal. Yeah, I'm crying. It got me, man. I hope you are pregnant.
And thus did our journey end.
I'm sure there's copyright claim too, but a farewell to fate. Oh, that was such an emotional ending. I was really hopeful that Clive would at least be alive. Man, I mean, I have so much to say, I do, but I think I'll need a second to kind of just gather myself again, because wow. I mean, there's so many impactful things about this game. And I personally feel like, and I know other Final Fantasy games have done this, but I think because this game is more rated M for mature, you know, obviously it can drop F-bombs and there was like partial nudity type situation here, which is probably the real reason this is rated M for mature. But I also feel like the game devs kind of took it upon themselves to make this game better geared towards adults, which meant that it gave them more, I guess, ability or give them more reason to implement more loss in this game, because there is a lot of death in this game. A lot of death, like more than most games do that I have played. And I would feel confident saying that more than most games just in general. There is a lot of loss in this game. And obviously there's a lot of games that people die, right? But it's the people that you care about dying. This game had an immense amount of that. Sid, Joshua, Clive, hell, you might care about some of those dominants like Dion. Dion dying is a big one to me. You know, I was upset about Benedicta because there was a lot of turmoil in her head and there was a lot there. So that was sad as well. I mean, there's even just sad themes and of loss, of the betrayal, the loss of Clive's father figure, you know, the betrayal of the mother. You know, these are big things. The slavery in this game, the, you know, discrimination, the abuse, the tyrants, the hierarchy, war. Like, there's so many heavy things in this game that are all compiling on each other, and the absolute immense And I'm talking about immense and absolutely compacted trauma that this game has. Everybody has trauma. She has trauma. You know, Clive has trauma. Every single dominant has trauma. There's so much loss in this game. Not even just for us as the player caring about characters, but in the universe loss. You know, think about Titan Kupka losing Benedicta and how that affected him. You know, Sid dying and how that affected Mid and Clive and pretty much the whole Hideaway. You know, there's so much in this game in terms of emotion and impact. And it really plays well versus other games that I was referencing before that aren't more adult themes to make this world feel so real. Because I don't know if you guys know this, but the world is a pretty messed up place in our world, in real world. You know, everybody has their own trials and tribulations that they deal with in their own life and their own struggles and loss and things like that. And I mean, this game just really hit the nail on the head, you know? And I mean, it's making me a little emotional just talking about it because there's so much in the world, right? That, I mean, myself has experienced some things that's going to be different than you guys have experienced out there necessarily. But I think it's fair to say that we've all felt something and experienced something. And I think this game just really hits the nail on the head for, you know, those emotions and again, making it feel real. Because there's some other games and even Final Fantasy games I'll say as well that, you know, it feels a lot different. It feels like, you know, there's trauma, but maybe it feels a little bit more like fiction type trauma. Where obviously there is fiction type trauma in this game too, but there's a hell of a lot of real trauma as well that they really dove headfirst into. And I think they did it very beautifully and impactfully. And I've said this in Final Fantasy VII Remake, and I guess I won't get into it too much just for in case anybody didn't play anything, so I'll be very generic with what I'm gonna say. But I complimented Final Fantasy VII Remake for this as well, that I think it's important to have losses in video games. You don't always have to have losses, but I think there is a level of impact of loss and making it feel more real. Because how many games have you guys played that your protagonists and friends are in literally what situations that should kill them or get hit by something that should definitely kill them, but they still survive with plot armor, essentially. And having characters die like that, you know, yes, obviously there's a lot of situations where Clive definitely had plot armor and other characters had plot armor, but it was mainly to let them die at the proper time, which, you know, you can say what you will about that if you like or don't like that, but, you know, the fact of the matter is that at some point they die, right? So it's not like they're oh, happy ending. To an extent, there is a happy ending to this game, right? You know, he successfully defeated Ultima, now they have free will, they can, you know, do what they want without that happening. He even sacrificed himself to what sounded like eliminate magic from the world. I'm not sure, but that's what it sounded like, was his last hurrah was to remove that from the world to save the world. Because as Ultima said, the blight is inevitable. So Clive was like, F you, beach, I'm gonna show you what's actually inevitable. And it seemed like he eliminated magic, which Ultima wouldn't do because that's his power, right? So he wouldn't have wanted to ever do that. That would have even been an option for him because this power is who he is. But Clive doesn't want that power. He doesn't want it. So he sacrificed his power to eliminate this power from the world, is what I interpret it as. If you guys understand that better in the comments, if I'm not understanding that right, definitely let me know. But that is something that I gathered from that. And if that is the case, I think that's freaking awesome. I think that's very heroic. Obviously, it sucks that Clive died, and to have a good reason for him dying like that, a very honorable reason, at least makes it feel like there was a purpose. And I don't know if bittersweet's the right word, but he died with reason, and at least there's some solace in the fact that his death was not for nothing. Getting away from like the trauma and stuff, let's talk about the three things that I think in video games are very important are story, characters, and gameplay. Those are the three, you know, pillars of video games. Those are the three things. So I want to kind of talk about that. First and foremost, I guess the, you know, what's typically the most boring for people to talk about verbally, I'll get out of the way first, which is the gameplay. I personally really, really, really loved the gameplay. And I know from my understanding that is the thing about this game that people dislike the most. I've said this throughout the series as well, that has been my understanding. And I understand why someone wouldn't like it. This game is not explicitly hard, you know? It's not exactly hard to beat this game and play this game. You have a lot of things at your arsenal, a lot of tools. I don't know why everybody plays the game. Some people might play games for the challenge. I play games to have fun, and challenge does add fun. And there were fights in here, like the Leviathan fight, that was really challenging. In my opinion, that was a little bit too hard, but again, I might have been doing something wrong, which it was probably the case. But there was fights where I died several times in this. Like, it wasn't like there was no challenge. There was a challenge. It wasn't as immense as some other games per se, but it was still really fun. And that's what I play for the most, is I want a challenge, because if you don't have challenge and you're just massively powerful, then it's not fun, right? But that wasn't the case in this game. Yes, you have more power, but there is still challenge, and that is important to keep. And for me, I was very, very happy with the distribution of challenge versus fun in the combat. I think all these icons are super, you know, monumental to have these huge creatures, you know, like Ifrit, Ramu, Garuda, Shiva, Bahamut, etc., having these massively, you know, excuse the pun, iconic characters and creatures as your weapons, essentially, and abilities that they use is so cool. Like, I don't care if you guys hate the combat in this game. I think you guys can at least appreciate, especially if you're a Final Fantasy fan, having these icons or summons or whatever they were called in the other game that you might be referencing, having these creatures on your side and be able to use their abilities in combat, something that you would use as like a summon, as like a one-time thing in a fight, being able to just use that as an ability just for regular combat, that is massively cool. So climactic, and especially as a Final Fantasy fan like myself, that feels so good. Feels so good to be able to use these abilities like that. Just as regular cooldown abilities that, I mean, some of those abilities have a 15-second cooldown. You can use them all the time. And that's awesome. And seeing these iconic fights and fighting as an icon was just cinematic as hell. And I love that. And I understand that some people will call that being more like a movie, and like, oh, you're just watching a movie at that point and just hitting a button to make the next scene play. I don't care. Like, I prefer that. I think that's freaking awesome. Those were my favorite fights in this game, and I have a feeling most people who play those games are gonna... Titan Fight seems like would probably be people's most favorite, because that one was really, really, really cool. But, you know, everybody probably has their own favorite, but at the end of the day, those were the most cinematic, impactful, climactic fights that were in this game, and honestly, some of those fights were more than most in the franchise. You know, obviously, typically end bosses in the franchises are very climactic, and those ones would beat some of these fights here, but I feel like the Titan fight, especially for like a mid-game fight, that was massively impactful. The Sid moment early in the game when he died, like, that whole sequence was so emotional and just grandeur. They did really well with the combat. Fighting as a giant creature and changing your combat to... I mean, Ifrit had a different combat than Clive did, for example. At the end of the day, you still had your attack, you had your magic, like the same, you know, general abilities were the same, but like your Ifrit ability was different than your Ifrit ability when you're playing as Clive. And it was just really cool. It felt different, right? It played different. I mean, you had Ifrit being able to just zoom, dash across the map with his, what was it, wildfire or whatever. And then fighting in space with the Bahamut was freaking amazing. Like, these fights are so grand in the backgrounds and the cinematics and the music. It just all brings it all together. you know, some of the side quests were very side quested. That's why I didn't end up showing all that stuff. So I feel like side quests could be better. I've said this before. I feel like the best side quest I've ever seen in my life is in Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, because they give you a reason to care. Because at the end of the day, the things that you care about, which might be a good segue, is the characters. Like, the characters you play as are the characters that are the most important to you and that you care about the most. So the best way to make you care about a side quest is to make it about something you care about. And what Final Fantasy VII Rebirth does, without spoilers, is basically it involves your characters and it grows your characters either between each other or as an individual. You know, there's a lot of building between them, and that's a beautiful way to do it. That you need to give someone a reason to care. Or the other thing is just to give good rewards. But if a side quest has a good reward, you're just gonna care about the reward, but everything else is gonna feel like a chore before that point, right? So a good reward isn't going to make a quest good. You know, it's about, you know, this is a quote that I feel like gets beat like a dead horse, or a phrase, is it's about the journey, not the destination, right? And that's very true for a side quest, and that's an amazing way to do it. So with that segue, I think we'll go into characters now, and I think they did an amazing job with the characters. Very different personalities. I mean, here's a bunch of characters on the screen right now. Even these characters that were side character, Isabel, Lubor, Eloise. I mean, Eloise a little less much. I didn't really care about that, or Theodore, but some of these characters were really well done. You know, they had their unique personalities. Obviously, the more important characters are going to be, you know, our main cast and the hideaway people. So that's Gav, Otto, Karen, Goats, and blacksmith guy Blackthorn. You know, you might care about them a little bit more. Tomes, Tarja, maybe a little bit less. They didn't really give her too many like connection points there, but you might care about them in different degrees, and depending on the person, you probably care about certain ones more or less. For me personally, Gav feels like everybody kind of likes him. I did end up liking Otto by the end of it and respecting him a lot. And then I would say those are the big two at the hideaway. I didn't hate the other characters. I mean, Tomes was really cool. I liked him, but he didn't make me feel anything on an emotional level like Gav or Otto did. So those are a little bit more. Vivian was even really cool. I liked her, but obviously our main characters in this game are where you're really attached to. You know, those hideaway characters are sub-characters that you really only get to know them if you do side quests, which, you know, you might benefit that as a side quest thing. That might be a reason for you to do it. But the characters you really care about are going to be Jill, Joshua, Clive, Sid. I mean, heck, even Benedicta, Kupka, Odin, you know, like, not Odin, what was his name? Freaking Barnabas, there we go. You know, Dion, like, those characters are really where you're gonna shine, and they did an amazing job making all these unique different personalities and seeing the world differently. I mean, you had Barnabas seeing it as a thing that he needed to cleanse, you know, and he was worshiping Ultima and wanted to remake the world, so he was obviously the very villainous one. I mean, you even had Clive's mom, who was a level of a villain, who had her own goals, and, you know, obviously that is someone whose personality is almost based on their legacy. You know, they want their legacy to live on. She cared about her legacy more than anything else, her blood, right? You know, that's why she was like, oh, freaking Clive's dad is, you know, not taking this shit seriously. I'm gonna completely betray you and go make babies with someone else I can have the Bahamut and Phoenix in the bloodline or whatever. So that was freaking wild. And that was a unique take. You had Clive, who was the hated son. You had Joshua, who was the beloved son, thought to be dead. And then, you know, Jill, who was basically a slave for many years after the fall of Phoenix Gate anyways. Grew up, was a ward, you know. Everybody had this different story, and it was all different. Sid was obviously an immensely powerful character in this game, and it was a drive for the rest of the game. I can't think of a character that wasn't well done. I know at first Jill honestly was a little bit like a emotionless character to me, but obviously she developed, and that emotionlessness that she had was something that was learned because she had to suppress things for so long. So even when there's a trait that might be something that you know, isn't typically ideal or you might not like in a character, there's a reason for it. And I think there needs to be a level of appreciation for these traits that, you know, typically you're like, oh, I don't like this character because she's more emotionless, or he's you know, he's just aggressive or something like that. But you got to think of like, what's the reason for that? Because I play D&D, guys, and there's decisions that I make that I'm like, I don't want to do this, but I know that my character would do this. And it's something that you just have to do when you're, you know, think of D&D as writing a story, right? You're creating a story for your character. And that's what they're doing with these characters here. And it's just something that you have to do. Obviously, the writers of that, you know, they might not value that trait as a, you know, oh, I love this. I want a character to be emotionless. You know, just no emotion about things. But when it's part of their development, it's kind of essential, you know? The moral of the story, I mean, I could talk about each character individually, but I think that'll take forever. The moral of the story is, I don't think there's really a bad character in this game. Even the ones that annoyed me, like in the DLC, that guy who was like going for the, what were they called? Dust crystals, that was what it was. You know, that guy there, who I learned was actually the brother of the Haven in the second DLC, what are they, the Tributary? Was that the leader of the village? Her brother is apparently that guy, which was really interesting to see. And then he had an interaction with Clive again. That story just becomes really funny, which is, I think, the point of that character. And so I appreciate him. Yeah, did I find him annoying? Hell yeah, but I think that's the point, right? And there's something endearing about that, especially seeing it go through like that, and then reminiscing with Clive about, you know, how many times he saved him and things like that. Now, when it comes to story, I think that kind of ties into some of the trauma stuff I talked about before, because there was very immense stuff in there that were very powerful and very strong. And, you know, I don't want to beat a dead horse with that stuff. So the moral of the story is, the story was incredible. You know, if I were to play this story just main quest to main quest to main quest to main quest, it would be almost perfect. And I say almost for one big reason that I guess kind of ties into gameplay. The biggest mistake that I think this game did in terms of the fluidity of the story, because this game is not a perfect game. It is not. No game is, all right? Obviously, as everything I said before, I adore this game. So I want you guys to remember that as I say things that, you know, for those of you who are fans of this game and love this game to the grave, I hope you guys can see that there are flaws in games like this. One of those things is that they made some main quest things that they even identified in the game with a different symbol to signify that it was more of a side quest, main quest. That didn't feel very good. It felt very sloggy around those parts. Those are my least favorite parts of the story, is because it felt like I was playing a side quest, and sometimes I didn't even freaking care. I didn't care about what was going on. It's like, okay, I'm helping these people. Okay, I gotta go find this carpenter to go repair this bridge at Martha's Rest. And it was just like, it's just a side quest. It's just an inconvenience to get from point A to B in the main quest. It was a way that just slowed down the pacing of the story. And that was not very good, in my opinion. They did that multiple times. It wasn't just a one-time thing. You know, Martha's Rest, it happened with Lubor over in his town. It happened basically in every region we went to. You know, the Dame. We had happened before he went to the Crystalline Dominion at that trading area. Like, it was constantly happening like that, and that kind of stuff just ruins the pacing of the main story. Because there's a lot of people out there, and I've actually contemplated doing this before in the past, but I also have a completion issue in my head where I want to complete things and experience everything a game has to offer, so I find it hard to do this. But there's some people who just want to play the main quest, the first playthrough, just so they can experience the story in full, and then maybe the next playthrough they'll play all the side quests, or do it post-game if they can, or all in one go at like the end of the game, so the pacing stuff isn't ruined and they can just have the fluidity of it. because sometimes I feel like if you play the main quest in full, it at least for me, it can build more emotion for myself because it's a fluid motion of story that's not broken up by a lot of things. Because events and emotions can feel more distance the more time that's spaced between things. Which is why doing something like this on a YouTube channel where, you know, obviously I don't do this full time, so I have to pace it out. I've been playing this game since February and it's the end of June, right? So I've been playing this game for 4+ months at this point, and you know, there's a lot of distance that happens with that. You know, obviously by my emotions at the end here, obviously I was able to retain a lot of things because I can understand their emotion. And there's sometimes, like in Rebirth, for example, I think side quests can build a character and make you more attached, and I think it's more beneficial to do side quests in a game like that, you know, where it actually develops your characters. And there are definitely quests in here that develop your characters. It's just, I would say maybe 25% you could argue are better quests in this game. And that's definitely the higher end, I would say. It might be more like an eighth of the quest, you know, 12.5%-ish, or maybe we'll say 10 to 15% of the quests maybe are more valuable in this game for developing ties to the world, to characters, to the story, things like that. So with that all said, I think, as I said before, that to tie it back to what I was talking about before, the side quests that were implemented in the story weren't even the good side quests, right? Typically, they were very lame for a lot of it. It I guess, set up the foundation for getting attached to people like Lubor or Eloise or, you know, the Dame. You know, it built the foundation of Clive's relationship with that person. So, you know, from that aspect, I understand why they did it. Like, I understand why. It doesn't mean that it's the right play. I feel like that relationship should be developed in a side quest. I don't know what game did this necessarily, but I almost feel like each region should have its own reputation where you can go down the storyline of that region if you choose to. Because at the end of the day, I don't know how important Lubor or the Dame, Martha and stuff were really in the main story. All they served as was your connection in a region. They almost serve as your, like, the Hideaway's ambassador in that region. There's a word I'm looking for, but I can't think of it. They basically are just representing that region for the Hideaway and their connection there. That is their connection. It didn't really transcend past that at all. These people ended up kind of leading these regions to some regard. You know, Martha's Rest, she was the head of that town. The Dame was the head of Northreach. Lubor was the head of whatever that town was called, that I can't remember. And so that was really their purpose. I really just don't think that should be in the main quest. It should be like a little side quest and maybe identify it differently. Like they identified those side quests, main quests, you know, they identified it differently. I feel like it should have a different indicator as this is the region development. You know, this is the development of Delmechia or whatever that place was called. I think it was that. Of Sambrique. This is your development here with the Dame, you know, or Martha in Rosaria. So another little thing that I would say is a complaint about this game, which again isn't anything detrimental, is the fact that there was a lack of like a true party. You might have some party members with you that are just kind of passive NPCs. I even said this earlier in the series that I wish that you had an actual party to attach to. Like, it would have been cool if we kind of recruited some of these dominants to our team, but they can't really do that. And I don't regret how they did the game, or I don't think it was bad, because at the end of the day, if they were recruited as party members, it's going to be a lot harder to kill them. Which I know, it's like, what, Zombo, you want them to die? It's like, I think it meant more that they died, as I talked about with the trauma stuff before and things like that. So I don't see how they could have implemented them as a party members. I think Joshua and Jill could have been party members, but Joshua wasn't there till, you know, 2/3, 3/4 through the game, so it was hard to implement him. And then Jill was implemented fairly early, but its characters kept coming and going all the time, so it was hard to really truly do that. So I don't really blame them for not doing that, but I would like to see that come back in the future. Because personally, I think they did great with the mature theme to this. I would like to see more of that in the future. I don't know that every game needs to be this, but I would like to see it more. And I think there's different ways to go about that kind of thing. I think they could add more comedy to it as well, where this game was definitely more serious. There was funny moments in here for sure. Like, there was plenty of funny moments in here, but I think there was always a serious vibe to everything in this game, where a game like Rebirth has a lot of silly vibes to it. There's a lot of fun and humorousness to that, and a lot of the characters, you know, more so in this game. This game definitely took more of a serious approach. And I think it's okay to back off that seriousness a little bit, but still be able to keep those adult concepts. So I think that's something that could go forward. And I know some of you in the comments have even talked about that stuff as well. But yeah, so I'd like to see that more in the future. I don't know what's happening right now. Okay. Post-credit scene. I'm scared to see this. So where is this? Who are you guys? Is that Gav's family? Gav and whatever her name was?
Every time.
I don't know who that is. Maybe just some random people.
You liked it?
Yes, Mother.
No magic, I think, is our understanding here, right?
Come on. If only I had the flames of an icon.
Icon? Have you been reading that silly story again? Magic belongs in fairy tales, and fairy tales.
Okay, so we did eliminate magic from the world.
You see? Well done. Now, be a good lad and play with your brother until supper.
Come on, hurry. Hurry!
Oh, we got a puppy too. I feel like this is supposed to represent like Clive and Joshua a little bit. Even the hair's like the same colors for them.
Right, let's play the Saint in the Secretary. No, I don't want to be Madhu. What do you want to play then? War of the Icons! Again? Well,
Final Fantasy Josh Ross.
I get to be a freak. Right, I'm the older brother. Because Bahamut says so.
Aww. Damn. But where one journey ends, another begins. Falling Star Trophy. Oh! I'll do a new save for this. Revisiting a stone. Completing the Rising Tide quest line has caused a change to the highway or stone. Loading your newly... Yeah, okay, so I think this is where you get those items. New game plus now available on the title screen. As you start a game with player and item data carried over from the previous playthrough, the gameplay mode Final Fantasy is also now available for use exclusively in New Game Plus. Okay. The Final Fantasy gameplay mode offers the following: increased enemy strength and increased level cap to level. Wow, 110. Holy crap! I never even hit level cap in the main. New gear and items, mode exclusive content. This mode is recommended for players who wish to test their limits. So this is probably a more difficult playthrough, which, I mean, I feel like what I was talking about before with gameplay not being as difficult in this game, which I was okay with. If you like difficult gameplay, maybe this is more for you. I don't know. I guess my concern, and this is the issue with, you know, a lot of games, in my opinion, is when they make enemies more difficult, they just give them more health and make them hit you harder. Like, okay, I don't know if that's the right way to make a game harder, but I digress. Okay, well, very, very cool. I'll just load this game save here. Here we go. A sinister lights bleeds from the art stone, beckoning Clive to enter. What new challenges await him? Ultima's virtual playing ground? Is that what you just said? Proving ground? We'll check it out quickly here at least, and then I'll keep rambling. I'll probably get conclusive with my thoughts at this point, because I I mean, I could ramble for a while, but maybe that's a better place for a retrospective type experience. But what's going on here? I don't really want to do a bunch of fights right now, though.
What is this?
Muthos, you plumbed the very abyss, yet still you hunger. We are impressed.
Is that so?
Oh.
Oh no, not again.
Wait, what's going on? What's happening? You going to Ultima's form or what? What the hell?
Power.
What?
It is ours, and now it is yours. Consider it a gift from us to you, a taste of things to come.
Whoa.
You still think I'm going to be your vessel?
Wait, so what does that mean? Like gameplay wise? I'm really curious now. That's crazy.
I'll take your gift then, Ultima. Just don't expect it back.
Badass. Okay, so what is it? Oh my god. Oh, this is a Rising Tide DLC thing. Clive has been granted a portion of Ultima's essence. Attuning with Ultima not only neutralizes the elemental aspects of Clive's magic, but also allows access to several new divine abilities, such as Voice of God, a punishing attack that sends a concentrated beam of light from the heavens to scorch the very earth. Holy shit. Ultima's feet. What the hell? What? Ultima's feat essentially allows Clive to levitate from the ground, transforming his normal square attack into a sweeping assault capable of striking multiple enemies at once. It also enhances his normal range spells to a 5-fold volley of holy arrows. In addition, pressing X allows Clive to rise up even further in the air, allows him for easier exits. Fine. Oh, that's nice. What? Okay, I guess we are doing this.
I will never be yours.
Whoa, my gosh. I mean, that's much better than this. I mean, it doesn't do as much damage, but I mean, definitely against hordes of enemies, this is useful. Whoa. And it hit 3 times, so maybe it does. So that's why it spreads it out like that. And it groups them together, too. So what's some of these moves? Ah, I remember him using that against me. Interesting. Okay. Let's try a new one. What is this move? Domination. Whoa. Oh, and the dash is really good, too. Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, this is just fun.
Too slow.
Let me do this, because I can. Well, that's a lot of stagger. Nice. Okay. Can we do this? Damn. Holy shit. Damn. I'm curious what his other abilities are. Ooh. Boom. Just exits channel the heavens. Oh my god. Okay, well, I definitely want to see what the other abilities are now. What the hell? That's crazy.
You, who ever rail against our gifts, remain all too eager to avail yourself
I mean, it's
of
pretty
them.
cool, isn't it?
Perhaps you require more time to reflect.
Are you taking them away? What's going on? Oh, he's taking me out of here. My Curious Gate unlocked. Arcaros? I don't know how to say that. Okay, so what is this? It's now available as challenging endgame battle content in which Clive must delve into the very circles of hell to tackle wave after wave of familiar yet ferocious enemies. Okay. I see. Whoa. Oh, I love like the old school Final Fantasy music to or sound to that. Simply put, the guide is a journey through 20 circles of existential torment. I will earn EP, enhancement points, and BP, boon points, which can be used to purchase permanent and temporary boost to abilities. Whoa. Oh, that's some really rewarding endgame content. Holy shit. Clearing us. Is this? If this is right. Oh, this is Rising Tide DLC. I can see it on the screen there. Interesting. I'm trying to see because this sounds like really good end game content. I don't know. I obviously haven't played it, so I don't know for sure. But this sounds like really good end game. It's unfortunate that you had to wait till the second DLC over a year after it released to get this end game content, though. But anyways, clearing circle will also reward Clive with rare items such as accessories, weapons, crafting materials. While aforementioned boosts are only active while in the Curious Gate, however you say it. All item rewards can be taken back to Valsthea. Okay. Oh, okay. So the aforementioned boosts, the temporary boosts to abilities and attributes are only applicable in here, not in the main game. But at least the accessories and weapons and crafting materials are taken back. It sounds like. Okay, so I don't need to get super into all this with you guys because I don't plan to do this. While curious, there are no restrictions on iconic ability usage. Between circles, you can have the opportunity to respec each of characters. Okay, so I don't know if that means that you can just put abilities on whatever ability that you want. It sounds like that. Okay, interesting. I was just curious if I could see like rewards. So it seems like you get through all these stages. 5 is a boss, 10 is a boss, 15 and 20 are bosses. Interesting. Oh, and you can turn cutscenes. Wow. Okay, there's cutscenes in here too. Huh. Interesting. So let me go back here because I'm curious now if this is the Ultima ability. Oh my god. Seriously? Wow. I was not expecting that. Shit. Okay, Ascension. So what does this do? So upgraded actions, it allows you to like charge the blade, which is a lot like Leviathan's thing. This is more of a blade form of Leviathan's thing. Mastery extends rise duration. I didn't really use that rise ability, but okay, interesting. And then these were the moves we were using. So we kind of saw what these ones did already. And then there's this one, the Voice of God. Rise and call forth the heavens. A ray of pure ether to scorch the land can be used mid-air. Is that his ultimate? I thought the other one would be the ultimate ability, but this one seems pretty damn good. What's this one then? Ultimate demise. Draw in smaller enemies and overwhelming them with a singular eruption of magic force. Can be used in mid-air. So that's 100 second. What is this cooldown? 20? I mean, this looks crazy. And it does a shit ton of damage. That seems like a crazy strong ability with a 20-second cooldown. And I'm sorry, does the cooldown, while, like, if you guys look at the image on the right, you know, while this animation is happening, if it works like other abilities, it's charging it back up. I mean, this is lasting for over 10 seconds. Can you just repeatedly keep using that? What the hell? And so what is this one? Increase the amount of hits. I mean, this one seems really strong. He used that move on me as well. All right, so I mean, I do still have some ability points. I guess for science reasons, let us, I guess, like take away like this ability, for example, because we're not even using it. And we'll equip that one. And then let's do this one too, because I'm curious about, this one seems kind of crazy with it. So we'll just test this out briefly. All right, guys, so I'm in the DLC right now where the enemies are going to be strong because I kind of want to see how effective this is. Oops, I didn't mean to shoot you like that. So let us test this here. So here's the voice of God. Oh. So I have to charge it first and then do it. Okay. Okay, that charging is a little bit rough. Okay, interesting. All right, so let's do the voice of God. I'm curious how well this does. Okay, I mean, that did pretty decent stagger overall. I have you here. So how does this compare? I'm curious how this compares to Leviathan. I do kind of feel like this does more stagger than Ultima's. But it might also just be that I think that this attacks a little faster. Okay. There's a takedown. So I wonder how this voice of God does with this. Yeah, I don't know if the voice of God is as good as I thought it was gonna be, but it is definitely interesting. I would say that Leviathan's thing is better for single enemies like this, whereas Ultima's ability definitely seems better for hordes of enemies and things. All right, let's get the stagger down on this thing. There we go. Let's get his count up a little bit because I'm curious how much this does when the stagger's up, so you deal more damage. And now let's see how much this does. I mean, I feel like that did a decent portion of the health. Let's see how it compares to Romu. I mean, Romu was definitely more, but it also had a higher stagger at that point. I don't know. I mean, it's pretty cool. I mean, I think that ability is really good. I would take Ultima's ability over Titan's for sure. That's really interesting. I mean, it was cool experiencing these abilities for sure. And this is pretty cool. I don't know what exactly the purpose of flying up like this is. I guess it's just for aerial enemies. And you can increase the duration that you can hold it up here because it does eventually drop me back to the ground. But I can do it immediately after. That feels like a weird thing to have on a timer, because then you can immediately reactivate it again. Why don't you just let me, as long as I'm holding rise, I feel like it should be fine. So something I can do is I can, let me just reset this so I can purchase this just to see how much better is this rise. I don't feel like it's much different, but if you say so. That is what that said this did, right? Mastery extends rise duration. I don't Sure. I don't know. if you say so, I guess. Okay, but anyways, I guess that's kind of that. So for just some final thoughts, some conclusive thoughts, I feel like I mentioned a lot of the things I really enjoyed about this game. I think this game was very, very well done. Just as a brief summary of the things that were very cool to me, the top of the list for me, the things that were very well done, and kind of talking about maybe a couple of the smaller flaw things for me before I give this game a full-on ranking. So the things that I liked the most about this game were, I think, the impact of the mother crystals and kind of how monumental the crystals was a really cool objective and goal, and taking them down was really cool and satisfying in their different locations, in a volcano, under the ground, underneath Sam Breck, one kind of combining into Bahamut and doing this big fight with that. Like, they were all very unique and different, and that was really fun to experience that. I love that concept. The grandeur of the icons as these creatures that you can essentially gain the power of is badass to the 11th degree. Like, that is so freaking cool that these are things that then you become a part of you, and you can use these abilities. And just the fights with them alone, amazing and so monumental, and I love that. And that's when we faced our first, Garuda, when we faced Garuda and we took down a mother crystal, at that point I'm like, dude, I 100% love this game. This game is phenomenal. Like, I know hands down that I'm going to enjoy this game no matter what, because just this aspect alone of the story, regardless of if the story went in a shady direction, I'm going to love this. And luckily for me, I think the story is very impactful and very cool, and the characters were very well done as well. So I mean, those are huge strengths as well. Just again, reiterating, the things that were a little bit more lackluster were the side quest story moments. The side quests in general weren't always the greatest. There was hit or miss with a lot of them. But I mean, aside from that, I think most of it was pretty good. So I mean, it's very minor complaints for me. I do think the pacing of the main story is kind of a, not a huge issue, but a more prominent issue to me, where I would rank this game more like somewhere between 8 and 9 is where this game feels like it falls out of 10 for me, which I absolutely love it. Like, I've already recommended this to my brother, for example. Like, I would recommend this game to people. I think it's an amazing game. I think this is better than a lot of games. 8 and 9 is a high ranking, right? It's hard to hit a 10. 10 is like damn near perfection, and really has to hit the nail on the head in a lot of things. And but I love this experience. As far as combat goes, like, for me personally, and how I feel, and I know a lot of people out there wouldn't agree, I felt like the combat was like a 10 out of 10. This is a very different for a Final Fantasy game. I feel like they took a big risk in switching the combat. I feel like the combat's a nice 10 out of 10. When it comes to the characters, I feel like the characters are probably I would say call them like a 9 out of 10, because there are certain characters I think could use a little bit more love, and also the lack of a party I think would fall more on the character. It's less connection between characters. What I love about Final Fantasy games is the banter between characters and things. I feel like you lose a lot of that when you're Clive by yourself most of the time. So I would put that kind of in the party aspect of it, because it diminished the character interaction a little bit for me. So I'd say characters are more like a 9 out of 10. For the story and overarching story, I would probably rank that similar, maybe more of a 8 to 9 out of 10, somewhere in there, just because of those story moments that are a little bit slower. So I guess maybe more like an 8 or so, just because of that. But the overarching story, I guess, was really good. It's just there's a lot, like there's several moments of that pacing issue in the story, which was the hard part to get through. So yeah, overall, I guess those are my thoughts. I obviously I could say so many more things about, like, the Mother Crystals, Ultima, the area to the north, the DLCs. Like, there's so much good stuff. The lore in this game, the depth of the world building. It's really deep, and there's so much to say. But this episode would be like 3-4 hours long if I talked about everything. So to cut things off there, yes, I love this game. It was phenomenal. For those of you curious about my rankings with Final Fantasy games I've currently played, I would probably rank this one. This is probably my third favorite. Final Fantasy Remake games up front, then 10, then this one. Would be how I rank that for anybody curious. But yes, so I really, really enjoyed this game a lot. I love this. With that said, this is my third favorite Final Fantasy game I've played. I played quite a few at this point, and that is really awesome to see. They really did a great job with this, and it makes me excited for Final Fantasy games to come in the future and where this whole franchise goes, because I think this was very well done. But anyways, guys, thank you all so very, very much for joining me through this experience and through these uploads of this series. I really, really appreciate it. You guys are absolutely awesome. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed this. I know I really enjoyed this game and just had a really fun time with it. I appreciate you guys supporting me, especially those of you who went through the series with me. Massive appreciation to you guys. It meant a lot seeing your comments. You know, obviously I've been asking questions in every single episode here as well, and those of you participating in those, I appreciate that a lot. You guys are absolutely awesome, and it meant a lot to me and means a lot to me that you guys have been there through the series, and thank you guys massively for that and joining me. I love this game, and hopefully we can play more games like this in the future. Obviously I do streaming and things like that, so you guys can join me there live for some of the stuff as well. But yeah, so thank you guys all so much for watching. I appreciate you guys a lot. If you guys did enjoy, definitely make sure to hit that like button and subscribe if you guys have not already. And as always, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, everybody.